come on to the research objectives. Here, that is where you didn't do well. Okay?
Yes.
The research objective, they say that, well, you needed now to provide the research objective in order to get 20%, but you only scored 8%. So it's almost half of what you expected. Now, what is it that well-structured objective align with the research question? Here now I'll say that, well, a little bit there is a weakness on the comments that has been given by the person who was marking, because they were supposed to tell you what you needed to do with these objectives in order to improve.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is where you will see.
This side, research objective side, I improve. Yeah, ma'am.
Oh, you have improved, and that's why I've just given you some comments in there. So we'll go back onto the main work later on, yeah? And then the next thing was the literature review. The literature review here, it seems that you did a very good work here, because the literature review is supposed to be scoring literature review and the research questions 20%, and you scored 17, which is good, meaning that you only missed the 3. Now here, the literature review on this topic is reasonably strong, which is good, incorporating some critical perspective. It connects well with the research objective, but it could provide more details on the gaps that needed it to be addressed. So you have already just looked onto that literature, but which part of literature you think that it is still missing? And according to your aims and objectives, what you will be doing on this study, at the end, where do you think that your literature will just fill the gap? Where do you see that there is a little bit of a hole that you think your study at the end will plug that hole, will just fill that hole?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Yes, clear, ma'am.
Am I talking too faster?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's good.
Do you need to take some notes? You want to write something down?
Yes, ma'am. Can I get your language recording now, ma'am?
What?
Recording. I am recording your language.
Why are you recording that? Yeah. What are you going to do with that recording?
Because I am now working on the next chapter, methodology chapter, which collection the secondary data from. Yeah,
but
ma'am.
You started. I can see now you're recording, but you started recording without requesting.
Yes.
Without my consent, without my approval, which is not acceptable. Yeah.
I know, but I am requesting because.
You're requesting after you already started. Okay, don't do that next time. Okay, go ahead, but please, I will appreciate if you will, soon when you finish your work, I will appreciate if you will delete the recording, okay? Because you won't need that after that. And also be careful, when you will be collecting your data as well, you need to seek consent of people for either recording before you start doing that, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
That's good. Right. And then when we come to the methodology, okay, by the time when you start writing your methodology chapter, this year also you did very well. It was good with some justification. So here you only missed one. So it means that this one, it only needs you teasing and just improving some few things. Yeah?
Yes.
And then it comes on to the data source. The data source here, 3/5. This require proper justification to discuss why this approach is used. So when they say proper justification, you don't just say that, I will do interview or I will do survey. Why survey? Why interview? That's the meaning of justification. Why? And you can't just say, because it's very easy to get data. That is not the reason. Okay?
Yes. Okay, ma'am.
Clear?
And
then after that, we come on to, so data sources, then we come on to the methodology. I think, this one is, I think it was for you when you were copying this thing, because it's just, these are now repetition.
Yes.
Yeah, so this data source, so these are the comments that I wanted you to address them as you're working on your report before you even send it to me. Good with requires justification, completion. This is 5/5. Good, that's good. Yeah, this was supposed to be excellent. Yeah, and then presentation. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it was okay. And then you have got your this one here. So even on your final report, you will need to prepare this timeline as well, and you'll have to be indicating also the time that you're doing to submit that. Makes sense, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, now I will go on to the next one. stop sharing this. Ask me any question on that.
Thank you for your good appreciate, ma'am. I missed that methodology, but methodology is very hard now.
There is nothing that is hard. If it is hard, nobody would have been doing that.
Journal article collection is very tough.
Okay, so if you're struggling with finding journal articles, go to the library, okay? Go to the library and then speak with the librarian and ask them that, oh, can I have an appointment with academic writing skills, okay?
Yes.
Go to the library, say, can I have an appointment with academic writing skills? And then they will give you an appointment. That person, then you can book, they will book you one-to-one session. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
One-to-one session, and they will sit with you, and you will tell them your study, and they will show you how to find the academic journal articles for your topic.
Okay, ma'am.
How about that? Are you going to invest your time and do that?
I will going to university and try my best. Data collection or journal article collection.
Mm-hmm. Speak with the librarian. Just tell them that, sorry, I'm writing my dissertation. This is the topic of my dissertation, but I don't know where to find the academic journal articles for this topic. They will show you where.
Yes.
Okay? You have to do that. You are paying your tuition fees. If you're paying your tuition fees, there are some people that the university is using some of your tuition fees to pay those people so that they can help you on this. But if you're not going to ask you for help, they will know. They will think that we think that you know.
I know, ma'am.
Okay, right. Is this your work on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Now let's go and see what is in here. I think this you have already worked. Now here, I said that you need to just provide an introduction. Now the introduction that you need to provide here, not this that you wrote. The introduction that you need to provide here, it should be a small paragraph which talks about this chapter. That if somebody comes and read this chapter, it should introduce to them about what is inside this chapter. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, and then you are coming up onto these, the ANC, the objectives, yeah, okay. And here also you have understood what I said you should do in order to improve this, and also try to avoid this. Don't say that, oh, this research will achieve. Well, when you say will, when? You are now doing it.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
So this was the correct language to write on a proposal. But now, because you are already doing it, you don't have to say will, because by the time when we are marking